two new rosters set with brand new pieces, ready to battle it out here in the High Button Nova Scotia U16 AAA Hockey League here on High Button Sports. I'm Jaden Camo, welcoming you inside the Kings Mutual Century Center here in Berwick, Nova Scotia for a Friday night matchup between the Voyageurs Hockey Club and the Valley Wildcats. Both teams sporting some new tarps this season. The Wildcats in the red, moving from left to right on the screen, and the Voyageurs in their whites in the red trim, moving from right to left. Referees will get set, and we're about ready to drop the puck here on a new season in Berwick. The Voyageurs win the puck, and it's Carew all the way down into the offensive zone. And this one's going to be saved on by Whittier, and he'll cover for a quick face-off here in the first period. Owen Whittier, the starting goalie for the Valley Wildcats. And for the Voyageurs, it'll be Max Reed. A good stop there by Carew at the point. He knocks into his man. Big solid defenseman at the point. Runs into Sanford again. And this one will finally get out to center ice. That's Ayotte. They'll send it back in. And this one's out into the netting. We've got a quick stoppage here. Just under a minute gone in the first period. Ryan Morris in for the face-off for the Voyageurs. But that one is won by Zachary Banks. Puck comes all the way back out to the point, and it'll be put back into neutral ice. But there's Morris on to pick it up for the Voyageurs. He'll dump it in. Big hit there by Stoddard at the corner. He meets with Morris. And a huge hit there on the half wall. Two big hits for the Voyageurs. Number 6, Zach Banks. And this one gets sent all the way back down past Troop at the point. And he'll go back to reset for the Wildcats. Troop hits Etheridge at the point. He gets squeezed off by his man, and now the Voyageurs look to reset. That one almost taken off. And now here go the Voyageurs back the other way. Down the ring. Shoots. Scores! What a beauty from Kian Osmond. Coast to coast. That's one to remember. He's got the first of the season for the Voyageurs. They're up 1-0. So the Voyageurs strike first here in the first period. Just under 2 minutes in. A nice rush coast to coast from Kian Osmond. But now the Wildcats look to reset. Puck stays in, kept at the point. And there's Kaz Hillier going to pick it up for the Voyageurs. This pass misses the man at center. It'll be down into the Wildcats end. Gosling there to pick it up. He'll send it up. Misses the pass. And there's Morrison trying to bump it back into the O-zone. And it'll finally get put back in. There's Carew at the point. Drops it back to Morrison. He goes down low. Voyageurs with a cycle. That one a close chance in front, but it's kept out. Off the glass. There's going to be a call there. Looks like a hand pass on the play called against the Wildcats, and we'll get a face-off here with 17:27 left in the first period. Braden Cowan wins the face-off back for the Voyageurs. Now it's Sanford for the Wildcats going the other way. That one's tipped out, and it's Banks. He'll reach for it. Sanford meets with his man at center, and now it's the Wildcats back to regroup. This one, cross-ice pass. He gets past his man, and Ethan Parsons lays a big hit there on the half wall going the other way. Now the Voyageurs will send it back down into the Wildcats' end. A little bit of confusion there at the blue line, but now the Wildcats are away. This one dropped back for McCray. McCray couldn't get a handle on it. Now the V's are back the other way. This one drifted wide. Ethan Parsons on it. He gets knocked off the puck. There's Terrace. This one gets knocked all the way down into the Voyageurs end now. Caddy on it there for the Wildcats. He gets tripped up. No call on the play, and the Voyageurs will go the other way. This one gets dumped in, but it's caught at the line by Cameron. Cameron works his way out. And another tip back into the Wildcats' end. Another chance for them to regroup. Pearl just lets the pass go through his skates, misses it. Now the V's back the other way to try and regroup again. Back to Olmsted. That one goes all the way down the ice. And Troop there to pick it up for the Wildcats. Send a pass up to Camo. Back to Troop, and it's off the wall. The ref blows that one down, and it'll be a face-off in the Wildcats' end. 15-24. Face-off won by the Wildcats. They can't get that one out. Jaden Etheridge battling there against the wall. In the feet, Etheridge finally picks it up. And there goes Etheridge down the wing. He lays his man out down there in the corner. That's a big hit from Etheridge. Camo working for it now. And now it's finally saved up. Voyageurs still lead 1-0 off of that great coast-to-coast rush from Kian Osmond. Now the face-off won in the defensive zone by the Voyageurs, but the Wildcats quick to go to the attack. There's a penalty coming. It'll be a hooking call going to the Voyageurs. It'll be Kaz Hillier going off for the hook. It'll send the Wildcats to the power play. Battle in the corner on the near side wall. Voyageurs come away with it. Try to get that one out, but it's off a skate. There's Lyndon Coleman. He shot off the top of the stick. And now the Wildcats get a chance to set up again. But now the Voyageurs, a short break the other way. That one just picked off at center ice, and back come the Wildcats as Terrace. He gets in, but that'll be an offside at the Voyageurs blue line. 14:08 left to go in the first period. Face off won by the Wildcats. Sent back all the way down to Witter. He'll stop out and get it behind his net and set up for the power play. Here goes Sanford. Driving wide. He's met there with a big hip check. Now the Wildcats set up again. Shot tipped on, save, scores! On the rebound. Cameron McRae, right place, right time. Tie game, 1-1. So the Wildcats power play proved successful there, and now it's a 1-1 game. Thanks to the work of McRae on the back door. Now Cameron will pick that up behind the net. He gets squeezed off by his man. Now go Kean Osmond, the guy that has the amazing coast-to-coast goal earlier in this game. He gets the puck, sends it back to the point. And Carew will come out and pick that up. The Wildcats back to pick it up again. Now Osmond, he'll take a shot that's saved off the blocker of Witter. Here come the Voyageurs, a quick shot. Chance in front, but that one goes high over the glove side of Witter. Now another aired pass in the defensive zone for the Wildcats, but a big hit there from Peyton Ketty to knock his man off the puck. V's get mixed up there at center ice, but they're back away. Osmond looking to get some offense going again here. Now here goes Patrick Camo away for the Wildcats down in the offensive zone. McDonald on it for the V's. He gets poked away by the Wildcats defenseman, and now Patrick Camo will go reinstate that forecheck. There go the V's. Cross ice. Stoddart gets shoved off the puck, and there's Banks. He misses it. He'll play it up the wall to Camo. Camo tries to chip it out, and it gets stuck there. The V's with another chance. McDonald shot off the glove of Witter. Puck goes all the way back to the defensive end for the V's. Jaden Hall will stop up, grab it for the V's. Now it's back to McDonald. Picked off there by Coleman. Lyndon Coleman works his way in. Shot save. A nice work of art there by the hands of Lyndon Coleman to work his way in through the slot, but Max Reed standing tall to the task, keeping this one at ones. This one played back in deep. Cameron. Jack Terrace with a shot. That one goes off the side of the net. Now the V's will come back the other way. That one goes through the feet of Conroy Snow. And it'll be sent on to Witter. He'll cover up, and we'll get another stoppage. Just under 11 minutes here to go in the first period. Gosling wins that face-off and gets that back to Coleman. He'll drop this one all the way into the far side. Terrace on the forecheck, but the V's will get to that first. Coleman right back on it, and he'll send it right behind Max Reed, forcing a regroup here for the Voyageurs. Here goes Banks. He lays a hit off his man, knocks him off stride, and back come the Voyageurs, but that one turns into nothing, and Coleman is away again for the Wildcats. He'll send this one down, and Zach Banks will put the pressure on. Here go the Wildcats, another chance. Zach Banks almost found himself alone in front, but that one just misses his stick. Pass out front to the slot. Another shot just goes wide. Now the V's in their own end. Conroy Snow had that puck bounce off his stick. And there goes Owen McRae. This puck gets sent all the way back down into the valley end, and they'll have to regroup here with Gambin touching up. And there's going to be a penalty on the play. A tripping call, or slashing call, excuse me, going to William Sanford. So the V's will be off to the power play here with just under 10 minutes to go in the first period. You're watching High Button Sports. Carew on the power play. They'll set up. He drops it back. This one goes right through the crease. Almost a great chance there on the back door, but now it's Osmond. He sets up. He wants it at the half wall. Now Kaharski. Back up to... That one gets sent all the way back down. Now Keddy's on it for the Wildcats.
Wildcats penalty to number 18, William.
V's will set up here again on the power play. And away goes Kaharski. Kaharski dumps that one in, takes one extra move at the line, and now it's offside. 8:28 to go here in the first period. An even game so far, not too many chances going the other way. But, yeah, both teams able to find the back of the net early, midway through this first period. A nice goal from either side. Here come the V's back up again. Looking to get something going, but it's going to be the Wildcats the other way. Sent back in by Cohen Pearl. The V's. Now they break out. Olmsted had his pass picked off at center ice. And now they'll try again. Olmsted fires that one up the ice, and there goes Morris. And he'll miss that one. It'll go through his legs, and the Wildcats will elect to send it right back down and kill off some time on this power play. There goes Hillier. Walking it up to Morris. Morris with a shot. Saved off the pad of Witter. Now the V's working it back down low on the power play. That one misses a stick. But now it's back onto the stick of Stoddard, and he sends that one all the way down the ice. Wildcats able to kill that one off. Only allowing 5 shots so far this game. Terrace on the forecheck, and the V's will move that one up quickly, but it's picked up by Gosling and sent all the way back down in. An icing call called there against the Wildcats. And this one will get sent all the way back down. Gosling didn't quite reach the right side of the red line there, and we'll set up with just under 7 minutes. Town wins the faceoff back. But Terrace lays his man out at the point. Now this one gets skipped all the way back to the point, and Jaden Hall there to pick it up for the V's. Hall had his pass go through the whole zone. Nobody there to touch it. Now it's finally touched up there by Jack Terrace, and we'll get an offside. Osmond and Banks here on the face-off. That one won by Osmond to the near wall. Jaden Hall in there battling. It's picked up again by Hall. Some back and forth action here on neutral ice, and Hall will finally pick it up again. But that one's off his stick. Here goes McRae. McRae's shot. That one's over the net. Rebound. Almost falling over the top of Max Reed. And now the V's go the other way. Gambin will pick that up. It'll be an icing here against the Voyageurs. A couple of chances for the Wildcats. The crowd here tonight at the Apple Dome, fairly packed for a Friday night 7:30 start. That one's put back into the zone by Ringette, and now the Wildcats will go down south to try and set up something. There's Pearl looking to the point. That one sent all the way through a high riser. And that one goes back to behind the net. Now Pearl will pick it up, send it in front, tried to hit Ketty. There go the other way. The V's. Osmond trying to get another shot on. That one goes off a stick and over the net. Ketty's there to pick it up. This one sent cross ice, and Ringette will send it all the way down, no icing, into the V's end. Finally a whistle there. Refs puts his hands up, and face-off will go back to center ice. No, it will go down into the Wildcat zone, excuse me. They are going to call that an ice, not an error by the linesman. Face-off one back to the point by the V's. Carew, his shot almost got through. Another chance. He's got it at the point again, Jonah Carew. He can't get anything to go there, and now the V's will have to regroup quickly in their defensive zone. That one out to center ice. Troop will pick it up for the Wildcats. Camo will send it ahead to Banks. Banks will run his man over at center ice, and the V's will try again. Flipping that one high and wide into the zone. Troop. Off the glass. Touched on by Hillier. So it won't count as a hand pass. Here away go the Wildcats. 2-on-0. Shot saved by Reed. And a great chance, maybe one of the best of the game for the Wildcats on the 2-on-1. Still a 1-1 game here at the KMCC. Face off one by the V's. They're going to chip that one out, but it's kept in by the Wildcats, and a whistle blown by the linesman. And we're going to face off outside the V zone with 4:08 left to go. This one sent all the way back in. Hillier there to pick it up. Shot by Etheridge goes wide. And now the V's will go away. On it now. A big hip check attempt there, but this one gets cleared by Etheridge. And it'll be Josh Cameron going to the penalty box for 2 minutes or less for the Wildcats. So the V's back to the man advantage. Osmond gets knocked out and Stoddard comes in on the draw. This one gets sent all the way down and Reed will come out to play it. Quickly up to Osmond. He's got one already. Quick stick handles. Shot over the net. Curl and drag on the rush is what Osmond has done a couple of times so far this game. A quick pass through the slot and it'll go all the way back to the point. To Osmond. To Hall. Hall shot. Saved by Witter. Now McDonald. McDonald gets bumped off the puck. Now Osmond gets out of the point, send it across to McDonald. McDonald back to the point to Hall. Now a shot come. Can't get through, and now McDonald will try again. A long shot through with Witter. And that one will finally get saved up with 2:46 left to go. It looks like there might be a couple more penalties on the play here for both teams. It'll be Ethan Parsons going off for the Voyageurs. It'll be the only one getting a penalty on the play. So it'll be four-side here for a minute 5 until the Wildcats get back on the power play. Face-off won by the Wildcats, but the V's able to get control of it. Carew working his way around in the back of his net, and he'll go for a skate. Jonah Carew working his way up, tries to go through 4 Wildcats, but that's usually not the right play. There's Snow. He gets bumped around down there in the corner. And that pass tried to hit Breen at center ice, but it's going to go all the way back down, and Sanford will be the first one to pick it up in the corner. Carew has it now in the corner, looking to set up with just under 2 minutes left to go in the period. 15 on this Voyageurs penalty, or the Wildcats penalty, excuse me, and another one coming to the Wildcats that'll negate that power play that was about to come. So a tripping call to the Wildcats will put us back at four-side here. Referees just getting things sorted out at the penalty box. And now they point to the face-off circle. We're ready to get things underway. McRae wins that one back for the Wildcats. It's off the glass. Kept in at the point. And I'll get knocked out for an offside. Morris and McRae on the draw.
Voyageurs penalties, number 16, Ethan Parsons. 2 minutes for interference at 17:14 and 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike.
Here the penalty coming to Ethan Parsons. And another penalty coming to the Wildcats for unsportsmanlike and charging, both on the plays respectively, but this one called for an offside. Now it's Zach Banks and Morris on the draw. This one won back by Banks. Here goes Colby Troop trying to break through. He's still got the puck. He's going to send one on. A shot saved by Max Reed. 1:13 left to go here in the first period. You're watching High Button Sports. It's a 1-1 game between the Voyageurs Hockey Club and the Valley Wildcats. That puck sent all the way down off the faceoff, and Witter will come out to play that for the Wildcats. Now a turnover in the defensive zone. That one almost costly for the Wildcats, as Sanford will come back to pick it up and start the breakout. There goes Sanford. Gonna take it himself. Works his way in. Sets up at the half wall. Down to Breen. That puck knocked off his stick. Back to Breen. To Ringette at the half wall. He'll work his way back to the point, send it back down. And that shot gets saved up by Reed. 31 seconds left to go here in the first period. Terrace will get called out of the face-off circle, and puck will drop for potentially the final time in this first period, and that one will send all the way down the ice by Carew, and Ringette's on it. To Stoddard. Stoddard fans on that pass. Gets the puck taken away from him. Here go the Wildcats the other way. Oh, back goes Terrace. Terrace muscles his way in. Puck gets sent all the way back down, and that'll do it for the first period of play. We've got a 1-1 game here between the Voyageurs Hockey Club and the Valley Wildcats here on High Button Sports. We'll be back for the second period of action.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple.
second period of play here on High Button Sports. It's a 1-1 game between the Voyageurs Hockey Club and the Valley Wildcats here at the Apple Dome in Berwick. The puck will drop. Saulnier and Banks on the draw. It's won by Banks. This one's sent all the way back in to the V zone. It'll be Carew on it. He'll pick it up, send this one all the way down the ice, and try to erase the last 60 seconds of this power play. This will be dropped back for Banks. He'll pick this one up and go for a skate. Zach Banks. Back to the point. Shot goes through. This one just tipped wide. Ketty on it there for the Cats now. Let's go back to the point again. Shot through. This one saved by Reed. Kept alive by Stoddard at the point, and the Cats really carrying this momentum here. Stoddard sends one through, tip onto the pad of Reed. And that one will be held on to. Face off to the right of Max Reed and the Voyageurs defensive zone. Kean Osmond on the draw against Nolan Green. Osmond had the goal, the opener of this hockey game. But Breen on it again. Cross ice scores. What a play off the face-off. Breen to Coleman. And the Cats take a 2-1 lead. Wildcats have their first lead of the hockey game thanks to Lyndon Coleman. A nice play off the face-off. Almost a tic-tac-toe play right to the back door, and Coleman put it right to the back of the net. Face-off won by the Wildcats. And Gosling will send that one up. Breen is away. Tries to put the move on his man, but stopped there by Koharski at the point. Gosling gets roughed up there at the point, but he'll keep it in and send it back down. Here goes a chance for the Cats again, but it's turned aside. There's Snow for the Voyageurs. He'll pick that one up and send it cross ice. There you go, the Cats. Turned away, now Osmond on it for the Voyageurs. He gets double teamed down there in the corner. Now a couple big hits, and the puck's still loose. Now the Cats will finally come away with it. That's Jaden Etheridge. There go the Cats. Terrace puts a move on his man. Can't get around him, but Coleman will find it. He tried to center one, but it's off his skate. Terrace gets pinned down there in the corner, and Osmond will pick it up. To Koharski. Up the wall. And this one will get stopped. Going to have a hooking call on the play. Going against the Voyageurs. It's going to be Jaden Hall going for 2 minutes for the hook. So it'll send the Wildcats to the man advantage with the 1-goal lead. Face-off one in the defensive zone. Olmstead on it for the Voyageurs, but he's going to send it to the point. Doesn't quite get past Troop. There's Troop. He can't keep that one in at the point, and this will be an offside. One move too many puts it offside for the Wildcats. And they'll have to reset here on this power play. There goes Patrick Comeau. Drops it back to Cameron. Cameron has it in his feet. Sends it to Etheridge. Back to Cameron. Now Cameron will take a shot off the pant leg of Comeau in front. And now it's up to Troop to take it back. A quick move by Troop. And now it might be offside. It will be. Now it's back all the way down. And Witter will have to regroup for the V-Cats. This one fought alongside the wall by Kean Osmond. He'll get a bump from Zach Banks. Carew tries to send it down, but he'll hit Osmond on the play. And now the Wildcats will send it back in. It's Madden Blondin. Now the V's will finally kill some more time on this power play. A double minor. Shot by Blandon. And that one is gloved on by Reed. We're going to stoppage of play with 15:50 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by the V's, sent back all the way down to Witter. Witter looks like he's rocking a new set of goalie gear down there. The one reason I might know is that it's hit the trapper a couple of times and he's struggled to close it. Looks like that mitt might not be 100% broken in yet. And there's no name bars on the jerseys. Might be safe to say these are pretty new. Stoddard will pick it up for the V-Cats in the defensive zone. Picked up by Sanford. Sanford is going to wheel down the far side wall. Saucer pass over the stick of Saulnier and past Zachary Banks. This one sent all the way back down to the offensive zone by Ringette. McRae is on it. And this one gets sent all the way back down past the stick of Stoddard. A great penalty kill here from the Voyageurs, not allowing the V-Cats to get much set up. And Stoddard will get caught up there at the defensive blue. And they'll drop it off for Sanford. Sanford gonna wheel 1-on-4. Take it around and set up on the half wall. Cut in, shot off the pad, saved by Reed. And it'll be sent down the ice by Jonah Carew once again.
The winning 50-50 ticket will receive $155 to go receive it in the hall.
William Sanford drops, shot off the shoulder, and Max Reed's able to keep that one out. A couple hacks at the goaltender after the play, and now some extracurriculars are going to send William Sanford to the box. And now he's picked up a 10. Well, the stripes showing they're not playing around tonight. William Sanford picking up a 2 on the play and a 10-minute misconduct, so he'll be sitting for the rest of this period. Referee will go over and explain that to the coach, who I suppose will probably not be too happy about that one. William Sanford looking like one of the better players out here tonight for the Wildcats. He'll be taking a seat for 2, and then the rest of his misconduct that he just picked up along with it. Face off to the left of Owen Witter, but it's kept in at the point. There's McDonald. He's going to take his time and skate it back out to neutral ice with the 4-on-4 offensive zone is a little bit more open tonight. Both teams looking to take advantage of that. Only 17 seconds left to go on the Voyageurs penalty. Now the V's will pick it up. McDonald sends it up the wall. But it's picked off again by the Wildcats. Here go the V's walking in. Trying to set up. Ayotte has the puck at the point. He'll shoot. Tried to send it through. Couldn't get past a lane of bodies. Now they'll try and reset. McDonald to Ayotte. Ayotte's shot hit off the stick of Witter up into his mask, and he'll cover up with 12:50 to go here in this second period. It's a 2-1 lead for the Wildcats. Face off one. Back to Hillier. Hillier sends it across from Olmsted. His shot goes off the stick of Witter and up into the cage. We'll get another face off here. Face off one by the Wildcats. This one just gets held in at the point by Olmsted. And now it's pass back to Count. Count. I'll skate around. Walk it across. Just missed the stick of Hillier there on the near side. Another penalty to be called. A slashing penalty. This time coming to Josh Cameron of the Wildcats. That face-off goes between the Voyageurs defenseman, and Carew will have to skate all the way back and pick this one up himself in the defensive zone. He'll go for his skate. Carew makes a move. Dangles in, tries to go high short side. He almost picked the corner but sent it through the uprights. Here's Morris at the point. He'll take a shot. Another shot high and wide. Sooner or later, one will hit the net and one will go in here for the Voyageurs, but the first part of that is the most important. They've got to get one on Owen Witter. Shot scores! Jack Terrace picks up the puck and rips this one short-handed. The Cats are up 3-1. Now the Wildcats with the 3-1 lead now, thanks to Jack Terrace, a short-handed snipe. There goes Osmond looking to get things going the other way for the Voyageurs, but that rush is cut off at the point by Madden Blandon. Now here go the Voyageurs. Again, another rush here, this time coming from Hall. With the puck knocked off his stick, and Stoddard will pick it up there in the defensive zone for the Wildcats. Hall back to Osmond. Osmond sends it across to Ayotte. Ayotte. Shot there off the point. Osmond comes back in, winds up the slapper. That one saved by Witter. Another save by Witter on the power play. Witter getting a couple knocks at it. He keeps it out, and the whistle finally goes. Kean Osmond was lurking there on the back door, ready to pound that one in the back of the net, but the whistle had gone. And Witter making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a handful of stops there before the whistle finally goes. Face off to the left of Witter, picked up by McDonald. That'll be Gambit back on it. A shot by the V's from McDonald. Gets snapped away by Witter in the glove, and they'll get set for another face-off here in the defensive zone. A 3-1 lead here on High Button Sports for the Valley Wildcats over the Dartmouth Voyageurs. This one gets sent back to the point. McDonald to Kaharski. Kaharski's shot goes wide. Back to Kaharski at the point. He'll take his time, look through. This one goes off a skate. Nobody able to pick it up. Cowan gets cross-checked. And now Etheridge out there running around, trying to lay the body on whoever he can. And Banks, he gets thrown into the boards, and there goes Cowan the other way. He gets tripped up. A penalty coming the other way, but McDonald picks it up for the Voyageurs, sent wide. And now Carew will pick it up for the V's. Up the middle. Now this one finally gets called offside. And a tripping call. Coming to the Wildcats. It'll be Patrick Gosling going off for the trip. Face off one back to Hillier, who goes to Carew. That pass picked off by Stoddard. Stoddard puts his man into the wall. Now Osmond, he'll fire across. He knows just where Morris was on the other side. Just a little far off his stick, and it'll be sent all the way down for Max Reed to come up and reset. Reed sends it all the way around to Carew, but misses his stick, but goes all the way to Morris. Now Troop picking it up in the defensive zone, sending this one all the way down. The penalty kill clicking here for the Valley Wildcats. Banks runs into the post. He'll be fine. He'll get right back up, and we'll get a face-off outside the zone. .8:49 to go here in the second period. Zach Banks on the draw for the Wildcats. Kian Osmond on the draw for the Voyageurs. Osmond been the most vocal and electric player out there tonight for the Voyageurs. Olmstead, he'll pick this one up. He's got time. He's going to send this one all the way down, but it's picked off at the point by Ringette. Ringette will come in, work his way to the Ringette line. But it's picked off. And now Osmond will go back the other way for the V's. He's going to wind up, try to send a pass. But it misses and goes all the way down past the goal line. Back to the point. Shot goes through off the shin pad of Banks, back to Olmstead. He'll send it across. And now Osmond in his spot, working in, toe drag, back to Olmstead. Shot through off the skate of Zach Banks. And this one finally picked up by Kian Osmond, and he'll drop it back. Almost dropped it too close to Banks, and Banks, or Ketty, able to pick that one up. Now Olmstead, his pass almost gets picked off by Peyton Ketty, but it's back the other way for the V's. A shot on, hard shot, saved by Witter. And he keeps it on. Offside is called off, and Jack Terrace will work his way in. Try and wrap that for his second. Another jam play at the side of the net. No whistle on the play. Reed falls into the net. Some more extracurriculars around the Dartmouth crease for the second time this period. No penalties will come of it. The Voyageurs making sure to go down and give props to their goaltender, Max Reed, who's made a few brilliant saves so far this period and just made a few on the back door to stop Jack Terrace on the wrap attempt. Now Breen wins that to Terrace, but it's picked up by the V's and they'll send that one out. But Gambin gets it to Breen, but it's picked off by Cowan. Cowan will drop that one back to his defenseman, and it's away for the V's, but a arid pass goes all the way back to Hall. Jaden Hall with a risky play out in front of his net, but it works. But he's picked off by Coleman, and it'll once again be sent all the way back down into the V's end. Now Breen and Terrace, they go to work. Terrace plays it back to Breen behind the net. Now Coleman on it. They'll try and get that one away from his man, but it doesn't work, and away goes Cowan. Braden Cowan, he tries to toe drag, but loses control of the puck, and Coleman will flip this one back outside and reset for the V's. There's Gambin. Gambin takes a hit down there in the corner. Saulnier on Terrace, but Terrace plays this one back out to the neutral zone. Now Carew. This pass goes up to Saulnier. Saulnier's shot goes high and wide. And we'll get a stoppage play here with 5:58 left in the second period of play. You're watching High Mountain Sports, a 3-1 lead for the Valley Wildcats over the Voyageurs Hockey Club. Now Carew gets a face-off win. His low shot saved by the pad of Witter, and now Etheridge on the near side. He'll chip this one all the way down. And Carew with two men on him. Battle for the puck down along the near wall. Now away goes McDonald. He tries to chip that past Stoddard, and Stoddard's going to break it in. A short-handed break here. Etheridge with the shot. That one knocked off his stick, and nothing happened there for the Wildcats. Some offense building up here for both teams as the third period the second period kind of goes on, but the Wildcats definitely the team with the better quality chances in this one as Stoddard picks it up at center ice, gets knocked off the puck, but the V's with a chance. It's Parsons, he'll poke it in. Witter thought he had it, but now it's back out to center ice. Olmsted tries to send the pass across, fanned on that, hit it the second time. And now Osman, he's on it, he'll work around his man. Drive it wide out in front. This one goes through everyone. Olmsted back at the point, sends it across, but it goes out of the zone, and Osman will have to pick it up one more time, and this one's offside. Osman doesn't hear it. And that one will finally be called for the offside. 4:20 left to go here in the second period of play. The referees pointing all the way back down into the V's end. An unfortunate play there for Osman. Face-off won by the V's. This shot tipped on down by Zach Banks, excuse me. Banks and Osman on the draw. This one, won by Osman. I'll send this one all the way around. At the half wall, it's picked up. Tried to hit Snow all the way down there on the far side, but it'll go through the wickets of Snow and back down for an icing. Scramble puck off the draw, picked up by Cameron. They'll send that one around, down deep into the offensive zone. Osman will play it around for the winger. And the V's will set up here. Pass almost picked off by McRae. And McRae will get it here at neutral ice. They'll send this one off the glass. And back to Olmsted. Olmsted picks the puck up there. Now it's dropped for Ringette. Ringette will take a shot. That one off the pad of Reed. It's back to Ringette. One more try. He'll send that one deep in, and before Zach Banks can get to it, it'll be snagged up by Max Reed. Three minutes and 15 left to go here in the second period here at the Apple Dome in Berwick. Hall gets pinned down to his man in the corner. Now a battle for the puck along the near side. Now it's the V's who come away with it, sending it down into the other end. No icing on the play. But away come the Wildcats. This one tried to go through the legs. And the puck comes all the way around to the near side boards. Morrison keeps that one in, but a big hit there on Braden Cowan. An offside on the play, and this will be a face-off right outside the Wildcats zone. Face-off won by the V's. They get the shot back at the point and sent on, blocked away by Witter. Now Camo pins his man at the point, and away go the V's. A penalty now coming. An interference call going the way of the Wildcats. So the V's down 3-1 will have a chance to go back to the man advantage with 2 minutes left to go in this second period. Now Carew with the shot on the power play. That one gets blocked in front. Colby Troop will pick it up for the Wildcats. And he'll send that one all the way down the ice. The V's with it. That's Lachlan Moss. Sending that one across to Kaharski. Down off the bar. Looked like that might have gone in. Ref had the best angle on that one. But that was as close as you're going to get for the V's. Now Morris on the stretch pass. Just off the tip of his stick. But he's first to it in the offensive zone. Drops it back for the man at the point. That's Saulnier. Saulnier to Morris. Sent across to Kaharski. Back to Morris.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Saulnier had that knocked off his stick, but he'll get it back. Now Morris at the point. He'll keep it in. Saunier first on it. Back to Olmstead. To Kaharski. Back to Olmstead. He'll drop it for Morris. Need a shot here with 40 seconds to go in the second period. Olmstead sends it back down to Morris. The Wildcats pressure. Saunier stepped on the puck there, slipped off, and now two big hits, and Terrace is going to get called for interference on the play. Wildcats faithful not happy about that one. Put their man off to the box for 2 minutes or less for the interference call. So it's a 5-on-3 now in favor of the Dartmouth Voyageurs. They might be able to stir the pot a little bit, get something going here with 28 seconds on the clock. Osmond telling Hillier where he wants him on the draw. Draw one by Osmond. Hillier can't keep that one in. It's all the way back down. Hall will go on a race for it. 18 seconds left to go. Osmond wheeling in again, trying for the same move he elected for in the first period. Shot back, tipped wide, and Osmond couldn't get to it again. Time will run out here in the second period of play. We'll get some extracurriculars down in the corner. And this one will come to an end. The second period of play ending with a 3-1 score in favor of the Valley Wildcats here against the Dartmouth Voyageurs. We'll be back for the third period of play here on High Button Sports.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
An early goal for the V's put them up 1-0. But since then, it's been all Wildcats in this one. Welcome back to High Button Sports for the third period of action between the Valley Wildcats and the Voyageurs Hockey Club. I'm Dayton Camo bringing you this action from Berwick, Nova Scotia on a Friday night. The V's will set up here. Kean Osmond tries to send that one the length of the ice, but it's held back in. And now Osmond goes again, looking to set up on that short side with a shot turned away with a blocker of Witter. .30 seconds gone in this third period. 1:04 left on the power play for the Voyageurs. Face off one back to Carew. Carew's gonna work his way off. Just kept inside by the skate of McDonald. Now Blondin will send that one the length of the ice for the Wildcats. Reed out to pick it up for the V's. And now it's Carew. Wet ice behind that net will make Carew readjust and reset here on the breakout. And now it's Cound. Cound will go for a skate himself out to neutral ice. He's going to take it. Drop it there. But it's sent all the way back down the ice. And Reed will reset once again. 15 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the V's. And now it's Hall. Hall has that puck roll off of his stick. Now Kaharski. Kaharski has to work his way off of Cohen Pearl, who's pressuring him. Now this one will go all the way back down, and will be up to Gambin to pick it up for the V-Cats. Now Sanford. He's going to pick it up and look for an option here. He tries to send this one out in front, but it almost gets picked off by Count. A big hit there. We'll send Gambin to the ground, but Sanford the other way. He tries to work it wide down into the offensive zone, and now the V's will come back the other way. A breakaway pass almost there by McDonald. Now Cound will work his way back into the offensive zone for the V's. Here goes Zach Banks. Brother of Justin Banks, who played a couple seasons here under the Valley Wildcats program. That one taken away by Banks again. Some good offensive pressure here by the Valley Wildcats early. And now a penalty coming here. Banks able to draw one, keep his composure. Cross ice, Sanford. His shot right on into the breadbasket of Reed. But a cross-checking penalty coming to Ethan Parsons. He'll go to the box for the cross-check for 2 or less. And it will send the Valley Wildcats back to the power play. They scored the first goal of the game on the power play thanks to Cameron McCrae on the backdoor. Now Coleman. Coleman will send a shot off the pad of Reed. Now it'll be sent all the way back down. Witter will come out to stop it. There's Stoddard. Drops it there for Jack Terrace. He's got a goal shorthanded in this one, a snipe. But it's taken away by Conroy Snow. Probably the smallest person on the ice here by almost a foot. But you wouldn't be able to tell it by the way he plays. There goes Terrace. Working his way in, onside. Now Cameron picks it up to Breen. Down to Cameron. Cameron's shot just trickles wide. Almost got that one to squeak in. Now it's back to Stoddard. Stoddard. Lyndon Coleman with a shot, and that one snagged on by Reed. 15:55 to go here in the third period. A couple chances from the Valley Wildcats on the power play. They still have 500 a minute to go. And that face-off won by the Wildcats all the way back down. It'll be too hard of a face-off win to be kept in, and it'll be sent all the way back down. Ringette across to Coleman. He'll work his way back in. Or Sanford, excuse me. Sanford working his way wide. Sanford drops it back to Ringette. Ringette, his shot. Through the crease. And Troop will have to pick it up in the corner. Back to Troop. He walks in, rips a shot, and that one's saved again by the glove of Reed. No problem. Face-off won by the V's. But it's pounded around and kept in by Ringette. Shot. That one bobbled by Reed. It'll come back to Stoddard at the point. Now Ringette. Now McDonald on it for the V's. Send it back into the corner and picked up by Banks. Back up the wall to Sanford. Tries to chip that one out, but McDonald keeps that in. A chance for him in the offensive zone. McDonald sends it back down. It's picked up by Troop in the defensive zone. Troop tries to go around McDonald off his skate. Now Ross on the half wall. Toe drag. He'll fire, shoot. That one's off a skate. Now away go the Wildcats. McRae, 2-on-1. He's got the opener for the Wildcats in this game. Shot saved again by Reed, and he'll hang on. 14:05 left to go in this third period. Folks, if you're looking for the best minor hockey and the best hockey in Nova Scotia, High Button Sports is the place to be. We've got games all weekend long for you. High Button counterpart Mason Denike up in East Hants doing the Junior B game tonight. And then a huge slate of weekend games on the High Button Sports YouTube channel. Now this one is Etheridge. He's knocked off the puck and he tries to find the man that knocked him off. Now Hall works his way around the defensive zone, puts the puck onto the back of the net. And now a scrum will ensue. Camo tries to drop that to Etheridge. Back to Gosling. His shot redirected for Breen. He's able to slide that one in front, but it goes off a skate. But now Camo, he gets stood up by Hall. This one sent all the way back down. Morrison tries to put the stretch pass down the ice, but it's picked up by Gambin. And away go the V's again. McDonald. He's going to work it down the left-hand side or the right-hand side. And Saulnier's first on it for the V's. Now McDonald out in front. That one just goes wide. Etheridge unable to get it by his man. Now a battle on the far side. Back to Olmsted. Olmsted, his shot blocked. Now across, back to Hillier. Hillier with a shot saved by Whittier, that one goes over the net. Now Gosling. And we'll play that one around to Jaden Etheridge. To the point, not out, and now Kaz Hillier sent to the ground by his man, and this one might be turning into a who can hit harder fest. And a big hit there at center ice. Cohen Pearl sent to the ground by Kaz Hillier, returning the favor. Now Gosling and Hillier run into each other. This one, folks, is exactly what I just described. With 11:37 left in the third period. So 3-1 lead for the Valley Wildcats over the Voyageurs Hockey Club. It'll be Nolan Breen on the face-off against Kian Osmond. And Osmond will win that one, work his way in. That one off the side of the net, gets put back out to the point. Carew with a shot, saved off the blocker. That one back to Ayal. Ayal with a shot, and it's stopped by Witter again. Owen Witter standing solid to the task tonight. 26 shots against. He's saved 25 of them. Now the Wildcats are away. Breen to Terrace. Terrace will flip this one over the man. And Carew back to keep that one up, and it's Ayot. He gets the puck taken from him. Now the Wildcats will look to get some offense going again. Here goes Terrace. Terrace with a shot off the bread basket there of Reed, and goes away. Osmond has to keep his head up. Here comes Breen to Terrace. One goes through his skates, and he'll work his way around the backside of the net. Osmond tries to lay the body on him. But this one will go back out to neutral ice. Blandon evades the check at center ice, and Breen will work down in the corner. This one slips to Cameron. And Jaden Etheridge throws Conroy Snow to the ground. This one turned aside by Reed. And it'll be Jonah Carew up to pick it up for the V's. Off the stick of Snow. Blandon just keeps it in. His shot. Scores! Madden Blandon picks up the puck at the point. Puts that one through the leaky pads of Max Reed, and we've got a 4-1 hockey game here with just over 10 minutes to go in the third. Face-off one there by Zach Banks. The Wildcats will quickly get back on the offense, but it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Here come the V. Shot over the net. Now Ryan Morris at the point, gets that one knocked off his stick. It's back for Kaharski. Kaharski ships this one all the way back in. Shot by the V-Cats, goes all the way down the ice, but McRae will get to it first, beating that icing call. And now it's Banks. Back to Ringette at the point. He'll keep that one in, but it just gets out again. And Sanford will send his man down to the ice. Troop with a nice move there. Picked up by Banks off the wall. Now the Wildcats will look to get things going again. McRae up to Sanford. Sanford with a shot wide off the blocker of Max Reed. He was looking for that sixth hole just under the blocker between the pad, and now there's going to be a penalty on the call. See what the ref has to say. It'll be a slash. Going to Ryan Morris of the Voyageurs. So the Wildcats going back to the power play. Face off to the left of Max Reed. Face off one back to Blandon. Just scored a minute ago. Down to Pearl. Cohen Pearl across to. That one gets blocked. Now another shot. That one saved again by Reed. And now Olmsted will pick it up in the defensive zone. Send that one just outside of the line. And Blandon will leave it there for Pearl. Now Ketty. He'll work his way up. Peyton Ketty. Gets knocked at the line, but keeps going. He's deep. He'll send this one all the way around to Madden Blandon. Back down to Pearl. Pearl up the wall to Blandon. He's working his way in. And now Pearl and Blandon play pitch and catch. Chip by Cowan. And he'll have a chance. Braden Cowan one-on-one. He has a chance to get the V's back on the board. Elects for the pass. And now a penalty coming again to the Wildcats. It'll be Colby Troop. .7:42 left in the third period. The V's have a chance to get back in this one here. 4-on-4 action. Carew on the half wall. Send it back to Saunier. Saunier with a quick shot. And that one's blocked. Banks went off his stick. Didn't know where it was. Now Hillier back to pick it up. Now Carew. To Cowan. That one chip pass is man. And Gosling will pick it up. Cowan able to hound him off the puck. Cowan will rub his man out on the half wall, and Gosling will set up for the V-Cats. This one out to center ice. Saunier is going to beat Banks to it. Now it's across to Hillier. Hillier tries to find Cowan on it, but will send this one out to center ice. And Gambin able to work his way up with it safely into the neutral zone. Jaden Etheridge finally getting a chance on the offense here. He'll make his way in and send that one through the crease. Now the power play ensues for the V's. And now a breakaway chance for Saunier. 2-on-0. Sends it up and it's going to be called offside at the line. You hear the sighs in the crowd from the V-Cats parents and the oohs and ahs from the Voyageurs side as everyone has their say on that last call. Here goes Osmond. His shot just high and wide, and this one will ring all the way around for Jaden Hall to have to go back and pick up. Here goes Hall. Working his way down the ice wide. Stops up at the half wall. Tries to go cross ice to Ross. And that one stopped off by Whittier. Ross again in front has a chance, but it's sent all the way back through, and Hall will be able to pick it up to Osmond. Back to Hall. Tries to find the stick of Ross, but it's no good. Now it's back to Osmond. He'll work his way in. Now Ross. Ross with a shot off the glove of Whittier, and he'll stop that one up with 5:45 to go here in the third period. A 4-1 lead for the Valley Wildcats over the Voyageurs. The Voyageurs on the man advantage, looking to get something going. But they've got to get it past Owen Whittier. He's been standing tall, saved 27 of 28 shots he's faced tonight. Now the referee will kick Osmond out of the draw and drop the puck. We'll have to redo that face-off. Lachlan Ross will come back in against Jack Terrace for this offensive zone draw. Back to Koharski. Now Terrace gets knocked off the puck there in the offensive zone. And the door coming open on that V's bench. Dangerous play down there. And some more pushing and shoving come from either team as these two teams have grown to be such big fans of each other over this 60 minutes of hockey tonight. Face off outside the V's zone. This one will be picked up by Olmstead. Olmstead tries to hit the man in the middle. That's Conroy Snow, and it'll go all the way over his stick. No icing on the play, and it'll finally be touched up by the V-Cats.
14:42. Coleman for head contact at 14:42.
Now the Wildcats shorthand will get another chance, saved by Max Reed off the backhand by Nolan Breen. Now the V's go the other way. Chance for them to get some offense going here. This puck sent in. Koharski sends it in front. This one picked up by Breen. Toe drag around to his man, and Pearl will pick this one up at center ice. Muse tried to get that one back, but it's picked off by Breen. This one sent all the way down the ice, shorthanded by Blandon. And now Pearl will put pressure on his man. There goes Conroy Snow, drops it off to Kean Osmond. Osmond can't get control of that one, and it skips past the stick of Jonah Carew and all the way out. Carew will skate, stop up at the blue line, lose the puck, and he'll drop that one off for Ross. Ross will give it to Osmond. He'll be able to work his way in, try to get another one, but it won't go. Now this puck sent all the way back down. Reed will play that one to Ross. Now Morrison up to Osmond. Osmond's going to turn on the Jets and go. Two moves. Drops it there for McDonald. McDonald is back. Picked off by Ketty. He gets taken down to the blue line, but no call. Puck put down to the corner. McDonald stands up to Goslin. Now McDonald again in front, off the stick of Kean Osmond. He's been looking for that second one all game. I'll have to wait. Now Morrison sends it up to McDonald. McDonald sends a check in, and Sanford puts a body on him. And Gosling will fall down there in the corner, and now a loose puck out at the point. Sanford tries to poke it by, and now it'll be kept in by Jaden Hall. McDonald, they'll try and send a pass in, and this one will be called for a penalty with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here. The Wildcats going back to the penalty kill. Cameron McRae getting 2 minutes for the hook. Now Hall at the point. Shot saves off the pad of Witter. Now it's back to Hillier. To Hall. Back to Hall. He'll get the puck at the top, send it to Hillier. Hillier sends a shot off, but saved by the pad. Out front, another chance by Osmond. This one sent back around to Kaz Hillier. Kept in at the point by the V's. Pressured on by Cohen Pearl. He's going to pressure the point. Luke Sonia able to keep it in there at the left side, and this one's shot on, snagged by Owen Witter. Minute 58 left in this third period. Kian Osmond wins the draw back for the V's. Back to Ayotte. Henry Ayotte. Down the side wall, off the pass. Goes over the stick of McDonald. All the way back around for Koharski. Koharski gets it back from McDonald down to Kian Osmond. Now Koharski, his shot. Blocked in front by Banks, and Banks will send this one out to Camo. Camo will look for the empty net, but it's no good. Back again goes Osmond. Osmond, one more chance. And they score. What a play. Kian Osmond drives down the far side. Toe dragged around one, put the pass out front for Henry Muse, and Muse gets his first of the season. It's 4-2. Now Carew. After the V's cut the lead to 2. Here goes Ross, trying to put some pressure on Troop in the offensive zone. Back to Olmstead. Olmstead at the point. That blocked off by Etheridge. Now Osmond at the point again. This one finally gets out. Etheridge able to get this one to center ice, but it's picked up again by Carew. Carew working his way in. Now Ross. Ross in the offensive zone will send a shot on off the pad of Witter. 30 to go here in the third period. Now Etheridge will race for it. Will it be an icing? No, it won't. Etheridge will be first to the puck. 20 seconds left to go. See if the Wildcats can put one in the empty net. But it's going to be Olmstead picking it up at the blue line and going for the rush. Look at a shoulder put into him by Jack Terrace. And with 4.7 seconds left to go, it'll be an offside call. And this will do it, folks. A 4-2 victory for the Valley Wildcats over the Voyageurs Hockey Club for the V's home opener here in the 2025-26 season in the High Button Nova Scotia U16 AAA Hockey League. From Berwick, I'm Dayton Camo. And if you want to catch more High Button action, I'll be live tomorrow, 8 o'clock from the Q-Plex in Quispamsis. But for High Button Sports,